Hello there. My name is Lorraine D'Alessio, and I am the CEO and managing partner of D'Alessio Law Group. We are a law firm focused on entertainment, tech, corporate business immigration, and a very proud in-kind supporter of the Sundance Institute. We're here today to help international attendees understand just what they need to do when coming to the US for the Sundance Film Festival, and to also answer your questions that you might have regarding the visa process and the B-1 visa in particular. So let's get started. What is a B-1 visa? The B-1, also known as the visitor visa, allows international attendees to enter the United States temporarily for business, tourism, pleasure, or visiting, or even a combination of both. In this case, your business is the Sundance Institute. The B-1 allows for individuals to participate in business activities of a commercial or professional nature, including but not limited to consulting with business associates, traveling for scientific, educational, professional, or a business convention or a conference on specific dates, i.e. Sundance Film Festival, settling in a state, negotiating a contract, participating in short-term training, business meetings, or even transiting through the United States. The B-1 is generally needed to attend industry events in the US. Though, depending on which country you are traveling from, you may be eligible for the Visa Waiver Program, a program that allows you to sidestep the visa process. To be eligible, you must prove the purpose of your trip is to enter the US for a business and that you plan to remain for a specific and limited amount of time. The Visa Waiver Program can be also used for tourism as well. This is most commonly used in the form of a letter from the organization that is inviting you, in this case, the Sundance Institute. The letter should additionally include an itinerary of activities you are scheduled to attend at the festival, as well as your plans for returning to your home country. You must also have the necessary funds to cover your trip and stay in the US, as well as proof of residence that you have no intention of abandoning your home country. The Visa Waiver Program can be applied for online and is only applicable to a certain amount of countries that have a certain relationship with the United States. Most European countries are under the Visa Waiver Program, as well as South Korea and many more. To apply for the B-1 visa, the first step is to know that you have to go online and look for your US consular website, the consulate that you live closest to. Check to see whether they have the link to the DS-160. Most do. Go on to that link and look through the questions. Most are biographic and detailing the purpose of your visit. Keep in mind that the application does tend to time out. So do not be in a rush and make sure that you have a lot of your documents with you, travel documents, namely passport. Also, you want to be remembering that your passport needs to be valid, and it should be valid for the last 6 months. There is an application fee for the DS-160 that needs to be paid, and you should be screenshotting and printing out that receipt. You will be ultimately having an interview once you submit that DS-160 application. And it is to meet with a consular officer and go over your interest, your intent to be entering the United States, which is for a temporary business purpose. You need to also be traveling with you to that interview with the evidence for the purpose of your trip. Sundance prepares a letter for you that details that this will be for a temporary purpose, of course, to attend the film festival. Please bring that letter with you. Also, for the interview, you have to show proof of the ties to your home country. This should be permanent ties. So what is commonly used are bank account records, documentation about your recent tax returns, documentation regarding your place of residence, documentation that is regarding your financial and property documents showing permanent ties to your home country. We have also seen use of employment contracts and verification letters that you have continuing employment in your home country. If you have been arrested or convicted of a crime, it is really essential that you schedule an appointment to speak with one of our attorneys well in advance of your embassy interview. It is imperative that you also provide us with all documentation relating to your arrest or conviction. What should you expect at that embassy appointment? Please keep in mind that the officers tend to look at you as a visitor and make an assessment, even by your appearance, of whether you are in fact exhibiting temporary purposes to be in the United States. So you want to be indicating that you'll be traveling lightly, that you'll be coming in for a temporary purpose and then coming back. Also, the officer will be very interested in knowing what exact activities bring you to the United States, and if it is indeed authorized under the B-1. They want to know where, when, why, and how you're going to be attending Sundance. Knowing exactly where you're going to be staying, what hotel you're going to be staying at, maybe having a couple of names of people that you're going to be meeting with at the Sundance Film Festival. And what is essential is to remember that, of course, you work and get paid in your home country and not in the United States. Providing additional materials with you to show those permanent ties to your home country are very important. And it's also important to be bringing those with you, even when you're entering the United States, through the border, the ports of entry itself, after the consulate. This is when you're talking to customs officers. If they are asking you lots of additional questions about what your purpose is, it's very helpful to be able to pull out bank records, pay stubs, financial and property documents showing permanent ties to your home country so that they can clearly see that you have an intention to go right back home. Please keep in mind that it is not a good idea to be traveling with you, your headshots, your resumes, anything that may indicate on your person that you have an intent to be looking for work in the United States. It is not illegal to be looking for work in the United States, but unfortunately, the officers at the consulate and the officers at the border are looking for any hints that you may or may not be representing yourself properly. So please be conservative and not be carrying even with you business cards, perhaps, if you have any business cards with a US address on them, as is our hints that you could potentially be, of course, have those ties in the US. Now, you also want to be extremely respectful with the officers, especially at the border. These are paramilitary officers. They're looking to keep out people that are well-disguised terrorists and those that they feel may be coming in to work without authorization. Now, when is that moment that you want to be thinking about whether you need more than just a business visitor visa? This could be that moment where you are doing some activities on US soil and it would be generating for you some income in either the immediate or deferred. This is the exact definition of local productive employment. So if you're coming to Sundance Film Festival to broker a deal, and that production may or may not have some portion of it in the United States, you want to be thinking about getting a working visa. If there is capital that's being raised, if that capital is hitting you personally and going through the production, you definitely want to be speaking with one of our attorneys. That about wraps it up. And if I can give you a few parting words, it would be to enjoy yourself for this amazing year for the Sundance Film Festival. If you have any specific questions regarding these legalities on immigration matters, the B-1, ESTA, the visa waiver program, or even starting your own working visa process, if you know that you have a deal that's on the cusp of coming to fruition, please, please, please feel free to contact our office by emailing info@dlgimmigration.com or by calling our offices at 310-909-3934. We have WhatsApp. We also have WeChat. We can also be found through Skype and our website, www.dlgimmigration.com. If you are additionally interested in pursuing more long-term immigration solutions for your specific travel or work plans, again, please reach out and schedule a consultation with us, as we are thrilled to be able to serve and help you with this. We hope you have a great Sundance 2019, and we look forward to seeing you on the streets of Park City.